There was a time, not so long ago, when the world wasn't yet consumed by endless noise. No phones buzzing, no screens flashing, no invisible chains of attention pulling people from one hollow moment to the next. But even then, focus was a battle, and there was a man who knew this better than anyone, a quiet thinker named Akira. Akira lived in a small, lively village surrounded by mountains and rivers. Every day, the marketplace roared outside his little home. Fishermen called out their latest catches. Children screamed as they played through the dusty alleys. Animals clattered across the cobbled streets. The world around Akira never stopped moving, never paused for him to think, to breathe, to work. At first, Akira fought the world. He grew angry when noise flooded his windows. He cursed the merchants, the barking dogs, the gossiping women outside his door. He believed that if only the world could become silent, then, and only then, could he achieve his dreams. Then he could finally think clearly. Then he could finally create something meaningful. But the silence never came, and Akira grew bitter. One evening, after a day filled with frustration and scattered thoughts, Akira climbed the mountain to seek the wisdom of the village elder, a man who had lived through storms, wars, droughts, and endless distractions of life, yet somehow never seemed shaken. When Akira found him, the elder was simply sitting, his eyes closed, a faint smile on his face, even though the winds howled and children laughed and cried somewhere far below. Akira poured out his heart. He spoke of the noise, the distractions, the frustration of trying to concentrate when the world refused to be quiet. The elder listened quietly, and then he spoke. "My son," he said, "you are trying to stop the river from flowing. You are trying to stop the wind from blowing. You are trying to silence the world when what you must do is learn to hear it and still choose your own song." Akira Vawen Gunfu. The elder smiled, seeing the storm within him, and continued. Long ago, there was a swordsman unlike any other, not because he was born with strength, not because he lived in silence, but because he learned an ancient way. He trained to fix his mind on one thing, one breath, one movement, one purpose. While the world screamed around him, he chose to hear only his heart. The elder leaned closer and whispered, "The world will always be noisy. The world will always be chaotic. If you wait for peace, you will die waiting. But if you master your focus, you will carry peace with you wherever you go." That night, Akira went home a different man. He didn't try to silence the merchants or the dogs or the children. He didn't curse the world anymore. Instead, he chose his work like the swordsman chose his leaf. Every morning, Akira would wake up, take a deep breath, and choose one task. Not 10 tasks, not 20 goals, not a scattered list of endless to-dos shouting for his attention. One, just one. He would pour his heart into that one thing. And when distractions came, and they always did, he would nod at them, smile at them, and then, gently but firmly, bring his mind back to his one purpose. At first, it was difficult. His mind, addicted to distraction, wanted to run away, to chase every noise. But he stayed. He breathed through it, and slowly, over time, Akira's mind became like a sharpened blade. Focused, calm, unshakable. Years later, the once forgettable thinker became a man whose ideas shaped nations. His strategies ended wars before they began. His words guided kings and leaders, not because the world had changed, but because he had. And now, today, in a world 1,000 times louder than Akira's, we face the same battle. Our enemies are different. Smartphones, social media, the endless scrolling, the constant buzzing, the flood of dopamine trying to steal our soul. But the battle is the same, and so is the solution. It's not about making the world quieter. It's not about waiting for a perfect morning, a silent room, a peaceful year, because they will never come. It's about choosing one thing, one purpose, one focus. It's about giving yourself permission to be fully, absolutely, completely present with the task at hand, even as the world tries to tear you apart. It's about understanding that focus is not an accident. It's a decision, a skill, a discipline. The world will never stop screaming, but you can choose not to listen. You can choose your leaf. You can choose your breath. You can choose your path. And once you do, you become unstoppable, because while everyone else is drowning in distractions, chasing every noise, every notification, every flickering screen. You will be building, you will be creating, you will be becoming the rarest thing in this noisy world, a mind that belongs to itself. So today, right now, pick your one thing and let the world scream. You got a greater song to sing.